HBCU spotlight, like we said, is aimed at Steve McNair, who's among 12 HBCU names who's nominated to be a part of the College Football Hall of Fame. So, do a little reading for you. The National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame announced Monday the names of the 2019 ballot for induction into the College Football Hall of Fame. So it's 2019, not 2018, excuse me. The totality of it is including 76 players and 6 coaches from the football subdivision and 100 players and 32 coaches from divisional ranks. The list also featured 7 players and 5 coaches from HBCUs. It's an enormous honor to just be on the ballot when you think that more than 5.226 million people have played college football and only 997 players have been inducted, said National Football Foundation President and CEO Steve Hatcher. The Hall's requirement of being a first-team All-American creates a much smaller pool of about 1,500 individuals who are even eligible. Being in today's elite group means an individual is truly among the greatest to ever have played the game. And those actually elected to the class will be part of a monumentous year as we celebrate the 150th anniversary of college football in 2019. The ballot was emailed to more than 12,000 members of the National Football Foundation and the current Hall of Famers, whose votes will be tabulated and submitted to the National Football Foundation's honors courts, which will deliberate and select the class. The FBS Honors Court, chaired by NFL board member, College Football Hall of Famer Archie Griffin from Ohio State, and Division Honors Court, chaired by former Marshall head coach, longtime athletics director, and NFL board member Jack Lingill, including an elite and geographically diverse pool of athletic administrators, Hall of Famers, and members of the media. So, let me just go to the list of players who were nominated, the HBCU players who were nominated. So, we have Ashley Ambrose, and who was a damn good cornerback in the NFL. He played defensive back for Mississippi Valley State back in 1991, first-team All-American and first-team All-SWAC selection, named SWAC defensive back and return specialist of the year in 1991, led nation in punt returns during his senior campaign. Vincent Brown also played at Mississippi Valley State. He was a linebacker in 1987, first-team All-American, leading the NCAA in tackles in 1986 and 1987, led NCAA all-division records with 570 career tackles, 2-time All-SWAC selection, who led Mississippi Valley State in tackles his last 3 seasons. Parnell Dickinson of Mississippi Valley State was a quarterback, 1975, first-team All-American and Pittsburgh Courier National Player of the Year, 4-time All-SWAC selection and Conference Player of the Year as a senior. He finished his career as the SWAC's all-time leader in total offense with 7,442 yards. William Dillon from Virginia Union, who was a free safety, a 3-time first-team All-American selection from 80 to 82. He tallied 16 interceptions in 1983. He was the Black College Player of the Year also in 1983. 2-time first-team All-Conference selection and Player of the Year from 81 to 82. Bob Gaddis of Mississippi Valley State. Damn, Mississippi Valley State, you're going to have everybody on here, huh? He was a wide receiver, 1974 first-team All-American and Pittsburgh Courier National Receiver of the Year, named 1970 NAIA Freshman of the Year, en route to twice leading the NAIA in yards per catch in 1971 and 72. 3-time All-SWAC selection, led the conference in yards per catch all 4 years. Steve McNair from Alcorn State was quarterback 1994, first-team All-American, and the all-time passing leader with 14,496 yards. In the FCS, finished third in 1994, Heisman Trophy voting, and the only 4-time SWAC Offensive Player of the Year in league history, 1994 Walter Payton Award winner, who led Braves to 2 SWAC titles and 2 NCAA playoff appearances. Tyrone Poole from Fort Valley State was a defensive back, first-team All-American selection in 1994, two-time Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Year in 1993-1994, who led Fort Valley State to 2 conference titles, recorded 44 pass breakups, 17 interceptions, and 4 touchdowns. So for coaching candidates, you got Rudy Hubbard of Florida A&M University from 1974 to 1985, captured back-to-back national championships in 77-78, including the inaugural NCAA Division I AA national title in 78, and led A&M to back-to-back SIAC championships. Ed Hurt from Virginia Lynchburg from 1925 to 28, and then Morgan State from 30 to 59, led Morgan State to 6 Black College National Championships and 14 CIAA titles, posted 11 undefeated seasons, including the 1943 team that did not allow a score from a single opponent. Wow. From 1932 to 1939, led Bears to 54-game streak without a loss. Wow. Ed Hurt of Virginia Lynchburg, Morgan State. Dwight Reed of Lincoln, Missouri, from 49 to 71. His team won 3 conference titles. He coached 93 All-Americans in 4 sports. The football stadium at Lincoln University was named for him. Gideon Smith Hampton from 1921 to 1940. Gideon Smith of Hampton, He led the Hampton Pirates to the 1922 Black College National Championship, recorded 4 CIAA titles and 2 unbeaten seasons in his career. He's the longest tenured coach in Hampton history, boasting second most wins all time at the school. Then rounding out the coaches is Joe Taylor. He coached from Virginia Union in 83, coached at Virginia Union, 84, 91 at Hampton in 92. Virginia Union from 84 to 91, Hampton from 92 to 07, and FAMU from 2008 to 2012. He's the winningest coach in Hampton history with 74%, leading Pirates to 4 Black College National Championships, led teams to 10 conference titles and 10 playoff appearances throughout his career, 4-time MEAC Coach of the Year. So those are the people who are nominated: Ashley Ambrose, Vincent Brown, Parnell Dickinson, William Dillon, Bob Gaddis, Steve McNair, Tyrone Poole, Rudy Hubbard, Eddie Hurt, Dwight Reed, Gideon Smith, and Joe Taylor. So y'all make sure, if you can vote for these people, and let's get these people who represent our HBCUs and Black college football into the Football Hall of Fame. And as you know, always with our HBCU spotlight, we round it off with a round of applause. One time for our people, one time. And one time, Ashley Ambrose, Vincent Brown, Parnell Dixon, William Dillon, Bob Gaddis, Steve McNair, Tyrone Poole, Rudy Hubbard, Dwight Reed, Gideon Smith, and Joe Taylor. One time, I wish y'all the best, and I hope that you do get a chance to be inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame, because that would be so live to have y'all into the College Football Hall of Fame. All right, Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap. Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap, you've made it into my weekly rant once again. This is the follow-up. Because Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. All right, so I messed around and stumbled across an interview on Say Cheese TV on YouTube, and this fool actually tried to explain why the fuck he went back to high school to play high school basketball as a 25-year-old with a child. He got a baby mama and a child. So he got a family. He's 25 years old. Basically, he said, after the last hurricane that happened in Texas, that hit Texas, he decided he was going to go back to high school to play basketball for a second chance at playing basketball. Remind you, he didn't make it in college. He didn't make it in semi-pro. But he's going to go back to high school and be a 10th or 11th grader and play high school basketball and try to get a scholarship under another name, a Rashawn something name that he was under, that he was using. And he in an interview with his homeboy, his cousin, his homeboy, whatever, and they trying to justify, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? My dog was trying to take care of family, dog. You know what I'm saying? He just try to do what they had to do. Dude was like, I'm trying to make moves. I'm trying to do something with myself and all these. Like, bruh, you could have got a motherfucking job. Basketball ain't in your future. If you can't play with the people that's your age, you're not going to be able to play with them young cats. All right, so you're a 10th grader. Let's say shit worked out, you're a 10th grader. So by the time you actually graduate high school for the second time, your ass will be 28. And then you want to go to somebody's college as a 28-year-old freshman. So by the time you graduate college, if it all worked out, you'll be 32. Who drafting the 32-year-old in the NBA? 32-year-old rookie? Nobody. Your ass is over. Your career is over, Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap. And then with the 14-year-old girl, he said, nah, man, he says he didn't have a relationship with the girl, no kind of romantic relationship, no kind of sexual relationship. He said they were just friends. So out of all the people in the schools, the school that you was at, you decided to make friends with that girl. Out of all the people, out of all the girls, it's a lot of 18-year-old girls running around, but you want to make friends with a 14-year-old. Yeah, whatever. Dude was like, he came up with the plan after the hurricane. He wanted to go to one school, but his cousin didn't want to go to that school, so he decided to go to the other school with his cousin and play basketball to get his second chance at life at being a basketball player or ultimately an NBA player, even though he's really 25 and his real name is Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap. And he was recognized by people who played with him, coached with him, and played against him. And he was nervous about that. And he really don't think that what he did was wrong. He really think he was just trying to make it, just trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do something with myself in this world. Oh, no, what I'm talking about? Even though McDonald's and Walmart always hiring, Burger King rallies, could have got your ass a job. You didn't, so you decided as a father who has a child and responsibility, you're not gonna make no money. You're not gonna be a responsible parent. You're not gonna be a responsible adult. You're going to play basketball, high school basketball. Don't get paid to play high school basketball. Dude didn't even go to school full time. Dude said he basically just went to basketball practice. He wasn't even really going to school. He may have went to school maybe once out the week. He just went. He wasn't even he wasn't even pretending to be a real student. You just showed up to basketball practice to play basketball, like people want to go check grades and stuff. Like you didn't have to. Even though this your second time going back, bitch, you got to have grades with your dumb ass. So you got to go back to school. So you didn't even decide to feel. You didn't even like go to class like you're supposed to. Now this is the kicker. This is one of the kickers. This 25-year-old motherfucker who was dropping 40 points on bitches. He had a couple 40-point games. He had some 40-point games, dropping 40 points on motherfuckers who 10 years younger than him, who like 7 to 10 years younger than him, dropping 40-point games on these folks. His team only went 11-10 on the season and made it to the playoffs and got kicked out and got put out the first round of the playoffs. They only went 11-10 on the season and only went to the first round of the playoffs. Who the fuck trying to holler at you? What college gonna pick you up? Why should they pick you up? Junior colleges won't even pick you up, bruh. Now, he was named like the offensive player of the year for his division, all these things. He was very popular. He became a very, very, very popular player, but you 25 for real in real life. You supposed to be out there balling on them boys. You older than them. You their big brother age. You 7 to 10 years older than everybody else out there. And you're a grown-ass man with tattoos and facial hair and shit and a fucking family. And the best thing you decide to do for your family is to pretend like you're a high school basketball student so you could possibly have a long shot at making it to the NBA. which is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm going to pretend like I'm a high school student to go back to high school to go back forward to play in the NBA. Even though you're really not good to play in the NBA. You're not good enough to play basketball on the higher level. You wasn't good enough to play semi-pro. You wasn't good enough to play college because you played a little bit and you didn't last. So now you think you're going to get better playing against lesser competition. I'm gonna play against people who are 10 years younger than me and get better and have a better shot at being an NBA prospect, even though I'll be like 28 to 30 by the time all that happens. Because you're still in high school, dumb shit. So I guess he thought he was going to be a one and done. He said he came up with the idea after the hurricane, because something he would want to do. He didn't tell nobody. He just came up with the idea after the hurricane. I'm gonna go play high school basketball, and I'm going to make it to the NBA because my name's Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap. This is one of the dumbest, bizarrest, crazy stories I've ever heard. And the dude in the interview, I'm mad at the dude in the interview for not pressing him, for not be like, dog, you dumb as fuck. He was, the dude who interviewed was trying to be friends with him and shit. Like, bruh, you literally thought it was cool to pretend to be a high school student. You potentially had a relationship of some kind of ship, something going on with a 14-year-old at the age of 25, 26, with a high school girl. So that's the one person out of the whole school you decide to be best friends with, her, right? Then he got his cousin in the interview with him trying to be his co-signer, like his hype man. Because guess what? Guess what now? Here's another kicker. Guess what Sidney has? Guess what else? What other hidden talent Sidney has? Sidney is a rapper, and Sidney's mixtape is out right now. Sidney's mixtape is out right now. So you can go Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap, at Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap on Instagram, at Sean Cotton, and at Say Cheese. Well, Say Cheese is the YouTube channel that I saw the interview on. And the Say Cheese dude, I don't know Say Cheese, but Say Cheese should have asked harder questions. Say Cheese should have gotten his ass. Say Cheese was trying to be friends with Sidney. Sidney, you a dumb fuck. If anybody else ever told you, Sidney, you a dumb fuck. No, let me try to judge that man. You trying to hate on that man. Man, Sidney, bitch, you hating on yourself. You hating on yourself, bitch. Your basketball career is over. Go join the church league. God damn it, go play city league basketball. You ain't playing no motherfucking high-level basketball. You're not playing college basketball. You're not playing NFL basketball. You're not getting invited to the G League, the D League, the F League, the fucked up league. None of that shit. Go play church league basketball, Sidney. You got a family. Go get a job. Be a fucking father. You got a job. Get a job and take care of your fucking child, man. Sitting up here trying to play fucking basketball, high school basketball, which don't pay shit. And you think that's going to be your ticket to be able to take care of your family and change your life. Bitch, you got a brain in your motherfucking head, Sidney. And this nigga really, this is one of these cats who really believe that it's either sports, entertainment, or drugs, the way he can make it out. He really believes this, that it's either sports or drugs. Sports, entertainment, or drugs. Sports, entertainment, or drugs. At the age of 25, he still believes that. Not like he's 18, but at 25, 26, he really believes that, hey, if I ain't playing ball or I ain't rapping, I'm going to be selling drugs. You and the people around you fucked up. Like his cousin, his homeboy, I'm looking at a picture of the interview. Dude sitting in the background. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, dog. You know what I'm saying? At your family, dog. You know what I'm talking about? We got to get down like that. We got to make the music, dog. You know what I'm talking about? Dog. We got to get the music, dog. You know what I'm talking about? We got to give me the mixtape, dog. You know what I'm talking about? You got to get it like that, dog. You know what I'm talking about? 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 Nah, dog. We don't know what the fuck you talking about. You fucked up, Sidney. You made a horrible decision. If anybody else around you told you, I'm going to tell you, bro, you made a dumbass decision. That wasn't smart. Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap, you was a wild boy. You was a wild boy. You made a decision to set your ass back. Now he garnered more traffic. I guess he garnered more traffic for his mixtape. So y'all go check out his mixtape. Go check out that mixtape. Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap. I wonder what his rap name is. Young child molester. I don't know. I really do want to know what his rap name is. Young held back. Little algebra. Young recess. I don't know. High school hopeful. Who knows? But this to me, stories like this is because generations in the past didn't do what they were supposed to do. Left a lot of things fucked up, and a lot of people were fucked up in drugs and all these other poverty and all these other factors that lead into this, because ain't no way in hell Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap supposed to be getting down like this. Ain't no way in hell Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap supposed to be thinking that this is the way that I should exist. This is how I changed my life by being a 25-year-old, pretending like I'm a 16, 17-year-old to play high school basketball, to go back and play high school basketball and change my family's fortune. That's unfortunate. That's sick. It's sad. And he old enough to know better. Dude was like, man, shit, I decided to go to the school down the street from my house. And then I transferred from that school, went to another school with my cousin, didn't want to play at that school. We didn't want to play with me. First he said dude wanted to play with him. Then he said, nah, ain't nobody else nobody. All right, whatever, man. All I know is the fact that Buddy tried to explain himself, it's like one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Like, you cannot explain that shit. You fucked up. You did some dumb shit, and the fact that you feel like your explanation would suffice. You need your ass for. You need to grow the fuck up, Sidney. You need to grow up, and your cousin need to grow up too. I hope y'all hear this and contact me, and let's talk about how y'all can grow up and be better men in life and taking care of your fucking child with a fucking job instead of trying to play goddamn high school basketball with your dumb ass ain't gonna get played because he ain't had no paperwork, so they had him classified as a 9th grader. So, bitch, you had 4 fucking years of motherfucking high school to finish, you dumb fuck. So where was you gonna get the money to take care of your child? Nowhere. Because your ass was classified as a fucking 9th grader with tattoos and facial hair. Because the name you trying to register under ain't no real motherfucker. And he took advantage of the opportunity because it's a hurricane. They were allowing people to come in school with no paperwork, just trying to get kids in school. So his old ass going to sneak into the school. I'm going to play basketball and change my life. You can change your life by getting a fucking job and being a productive citizen. You ain't going to play basketball. Basketball ain't in your future. I don't know what type of rapper you are. I'm really not even interested in what type of rapper you are. Because I know off top you a dumbass, Sidney Gilstrap. Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap, you a dumbass. And that's why you find yourself in my weekly rant once again for trying to explain that shit. You and your ass cousin in the background trying to explain that shit. Both the cousin looked 35 in the background talking about he legal. Talking about, as far as I know, he real high school. Man, his cousin looked 35 years old in that goddamn background talking about being legal. Niggas with tattoos all in their face, I'm talking about full beards and do-rag caps and shit. Full beards. The cousin in the back. No, you know how after dude graduate high school and been out of high school about 4 or 5 years, they get that fake dope boy belly. That's where he got the dope boy belly. Cause you know dope boys don't give a shit about their health. They just get fat and eat, and they think because they got money and gold teeth and stuff that they can just be fat and shit. So he got the fat dope boy belly. So the cousin looked 35. Sidney looked 29. The cousin looked 35. And Sidney talking about he older than the cousin. You two ashy motherfuckers need to get a life and stop this dumb shit. Cause it ain't there. There are no shortcuts to greatness. Ain't no shortcuts to success. Your ass got to work for it.